Yo, what up, YouTube? What up, boxing fans? Juan Marquez, Mexican legend certified after putting Manny Pacquiao to sleep. Um, he's one of the great fighters that I've watched most of his career, and this is what he had to say right before the Pacquiao fight was made. This is the headline on Boxing Scene. You can search it up. Juan Marquez, if no Pacquiao, I want Timothy Bradley. Here's the quote. My plans are not to retire. I am focused on the fourth fight against Manny Pacquiao. So far, I do not know if it will happen in May or all the way in November. If the fight is not made soon, then I look for another great opportunity like Timothy Bradley, if the WBO's junior welterweight champion, Marquez said. Morales is a great fighter, very good, but there are other opponents who are bigger like Bradley, and I want to face the best. That's what I want. I remember Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns doing the same. That's what he had to say right before the Pacquiao fight was signed and made. Now, his trainer is trying to talk him out of the Bradley fight. It's ridiculous. Nacho who somehow knows that the Bradley fight would be tougher for Marquez than he anticipates, said this about Timothy Bradley and the potential fight. I have never liked Bradley, and I don't know if I can be leveraged in any way to convince my top fighter to face him. We would search for an opponent who would be exciting and give the people of Mexico everything that they deserve. A fight with Timothy Bradley would be a stinking fight, and I wouldn't like to see my top pugilist in that type of fight. He wasn't saying that when he decided to send Marquez to Indonesia to fight Chris John after I believe he turned down a Manny Pacquiao rematch at that point. However, he seems to have learned not to take on sort of another good defensive fighter like a Chris John. And we all saw what happened when Marquez faced Mayweather. That was a blowout where Marquez has never been thoroughly outboxed like that before. I think Nacho's scared that something like that might happen against Timothy Bradley. It's obvious he wants his fighter to duck the fight. That's what Nacho wants. Now, if you ask me, Nacho's, I guess he's just looking out for his fighter, and he doesn't want him to lose after such a great victory against Manny Pacquiao. But personally, y'all gotta understand, man. Timothy Bradley is no fucking joke. You gotta understand that. That's why trainers like Freddie Roach, all they can do is talk shit about him, because when their fighter gets in the ring with Timothy Bradley, it's a different story. Y'all saw Manny Pacquiao. He was trying to land a punch. He was trying to land that left hand so hard. Bradley took it away from him. He took it away, And look at Nacho. He's singing the same tune. He doesn't want any part of that Timothy Bradley. And you have to understand that's because Nacho's one of the best trainers in the game, and he knows Bradley's on the highest level of defense and of boxing ability. And if you really follow the career of Timothy Bradley, then you'll actually respect his accomplishments. This is one of the only guys to go into England to fight one of their champions and come out with a decision. Do you have any idea how hard that is? To win a decision in England against a guy like Junior Witter. Split decision victory where Witter was down and clearly losing the fight. It would have been a robbery if Timothy Bradley lost that fight. Then he goes on to beat Kendall Holt, where he got knocked down in the first round by a hellacious left hook. He's the first guy and only guy to beat Carlos Abregu at 147. So he jumps up to 147 and faces a big puncher in Carlos Abregu and completely dismantles him. First guy to beat Devin Alexander. And then the man to beat Manny Pacquiao's great winning streak against hand-picked opponents. Overall, I don't blame Nacho Beristain, but man, like, at least give your fighter a chance to show that he's great instead of matching him against quote-unquote bums. You know, like, instead of giving him an easier fight, you know, he only fought 6 rounds against Pacquiao, man. He says he wants to fight the best. Let him live up to his word, man. And that's the thing. It seems like he wants to take the heat so Marquez doesn't get criticized for ducking. That's what it seems to me. But I think Marquez in his heart of hearts wants to fight. As Bob Arum would say,
he's not respectful. He's not respectful to the sport. He's not respectful to the audience. But that's crap. You want to see it? Yeah, I said it.